What's going on, guys? We're back here today at Hughes Imports with another very special vehicle here. This one is a 1995 Rover Mini Cooper. This is the third Mini that we've had on the channel, and this one I would have to say is by far and away my favorite. Number one, I love the styling that they have on this thing, and number two, mechanically it runs and drives awesome. It's feels quick, stops well, and all that, so definitely can't complain. And overall it's just in really nice condition. You know, no rust, and which, you know, is a pretty rare find for these minis, not to find like a little bit. You know, I've gotten a pretty good look on the other underside, and it's very hard to find any surface rust even. So yeah, great little car. Couple nice little modifications. This thing is definitely a race inspired little Mini. So I don't know if it was raced or not in its previous life in Japan, but yeah, overall in really nice condition, runs and drives awesome. No issues with the transmission or anything like that. Very solid little Mini. So yeah, as you can see, we are rolling on little 10-inch wheels right there, 10-inch mini lights, which is nice. I love the 10-inch wheels. That's definitely like on my list for when I'm looking for minis over in Japan. I love when they have the little brake upgrade, I guess. You know, kind of the brake size downsize, I guess, to fit those little 10-inch wheels, because of course minis of this generation, being a 95, would have came with 13-inch wheels from factory, so you do have to swap out the caliper or the rotors in order to fit the little 10-inch wheels. So definitely something I look for on these minis, because I just love the look. And this one, as you can see here, does have some aftermarket flares, and it is real carbon fiber, which is really nice. So I do love that. Tires are in good shape as well, and of course those little 10-inch wheels are very cool. And as you can see, do have some sort of aftermarket calipers on there. This thing does stop really well, so I wouldn't be surprised if those little calipers have been upgraded. And as you can see, this thing is definitely definitely has some cosmetic differences from factory. Have a little some little vents there, and I'm sure got some vents there. It's the same on the other side. Of course, we got those real carbon fiber flares, which is really cool. This thing was definitely very race inspired, like I said. A lot of cool stickers around the car as well, and yeah, this thing is just super fun to drive. These minis are always fun to drive, but this one is really awesome. And cool, we got a little some aftermarket windshield wipers, I guess, or aftermarket windshield wiper attachment, which is really cool. And of course there is some paint fading on the hood here, so I would imagine that this is probably original paint up here. And we got some Japlish going on there. Too first to live, too young to die. Don't really know what the previous owner was going for on that one, but I like it. Kind of points back to its history a little bit in Japan, which is very cool. You can see some more paint fade over here as well. And the hood, either it's an aftermarket hood or it's just been resprayed black, which, you know, I don't mind. I love a black hood. Another little racing touch there as well. But the rest of the paint on the vehicle is really nice. That's really the only paint imperfections, I guess. We'll go around to the other side to show you another one, but otherwise the paint shines nicely. There's these flares aren't hiding any rust or anything like that. Very clean behind the flares, so don't be alarmed by those. It's just to accommodate for the wider wheels, of course, which is yeah, I mean, I love the stance of this thing, so I think it just looks really awesome. But yeah, like I said, on the other side here, as you can see, it looks like maybe that door's been resprayed at a different time. The color of it is just a little bit darker, which, you know, might bother some, but I'm not too bothered by it. But yeah, it seems like that's definitely been resprayed at some point. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at the inside. The inside is really nice as well. As you can see, it's definitely got some racing inspiration on there. As you can see, dual bucket seats. I will say that driver's seat is pretty tight. So if you're a wider set person, definitely something to consider. But this passenger seat is definitely a much better fit for most people. But I really do like the way that Recaro over there, how it holds you in. And this little seat over here is actually really nice as well. So, but yeah, as you can see, we got some nice sticker dashes as well. Dash stickers, excuse me. Just some pointing more to the history of this vehicle. Aftermarket radio, some aftermarket gauges on there. And we also have this little racing inspired vent that connects to there. So you can use that when you're driving. It's just a little vent on there. But this thing does have functioning factory AC as well. So you can also ride around with the AC on. Aftermarket steering wheel and all that. And just some nice little aftermarket touches, which, you know, it's a very personalized Mini for sure, but I do really like the styling the previous owner went with. And it seems like they, you know, put some thought into it and actually didn't cheap out on a lot of the parts and took good care of this thing. Another little thing, little factory Rover rain guards or wind guards, I guess. And come around here, look at some of the stickers on the back as well. And in the trunk here, you can see trunk floor is very solid, no rust or anything like that. Yeah, nice little car. Yep. And I do have the spare wheel in the garage. It's just not in here at the moment. And there's our little VIN plate there as well. Nice paint on the side and everything like that. And paint on the roof looks nice as well, nice and shiny. And yeah, let's go ahead. We'll take a look at the inside over here on this side. Nice little plating on the carpet there. It's an interesting touch by the previous owner. And again, aftermarket steering wheel, which is nice. I thought this thing was maybe quick release, but I don't think it is. But again, I like the feeling of the steering wheel as well. And yeah, there's a little air vent there as well. And so let's go ahead, we'll pop the hood on this thing. Take a look at that sweet little 1.3 liter single point fuel injected engine. Excuse the leaves falling all over my car. Let's see here. There we go. Couldn't find the latch. But yeah, there you go. As you can see, pretty clean engine bay for a little Mini. Since this one does have factory AC, you can see the compressor down there. These engine bays definitely don't have as much room to work around with. Looks like at least the brake fluid or brake booster reservoirs looks newer, so looks like there's been some maintenance there. R134A as well for the AC, so you don't have to worry about it being R12 or anything like that. And yeah, overall, this thing's just been a great little runner for me. Some crinkle red paint on there, which is nice. A little bit of it flaking off, but yeah. And for being a Mini, there's really, I mean, I haven't been able to see any oil leaking or anything like that. So, you know, it's a very, very solid little Mini. And like I said, I love the Japanese styling and the race styling that it's got going on here. So yeah, I guess there's not too much more. We'll take a quick look at the underside. The underside is really clean as well. Like I said, as you can see, it's kind of hard to tell. Let's come around the side here. Take a look. As you can see, really nice and clean under there. I know I don't have much clearance. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, the exhaust looks newer as well, nice and shiny. And it sounds really nice as well, as you can see. Nice little single exit, center exit exhaust there. Sounds great. So yeah, I guess with that, we can go ahead and we'll start this thing up and we can go for a little test drive around the block. Show you guys how well this thing runs and drives. All right, I'll be right back. All right, what's going on, guys? We're back here inside of the Mini. And we'll take this thing for a little ride. Let's go ahead and we'll start it up. And yeah, this thing starts up perfect for me every time. I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. It's a great little car. This is another reason why I love the fuel injected one so much, because I think you just have that little bit more reliability with it. This one is the single point fuel injected, like I said before. And yeah, runs and drives awesome. Oh. It's our little toll card reader telling us to install our toll card. Yeah, and without further ado, we can go ahead and take this thing for a little drive. And I apologize for the noise. I do have the windows open, so you guys might get some wind noise on this, but I just wanted everyone to hear that exhaust, as it sounds fantastic. Yeah, great car. The exhaust sounds awesome. The suspension is pretty firm, I will say. And the driver's seat, like I said, like I showed in the walk around, it is a Recaro, of course, so it is a pretty tight little seat. But it definitely holds you in place. So if you're a wider set individual, definitely something to consider when you're looking at buying this one specifically. Switching out that passenger seat possibly for the driver's seat might be something you want to look into, or just changing out the driver's seat altogether. Yeah, because like I said, it is a pretty tight little fit, but I do really like the way that this Recaro holds me in place. It is definitely a very race-inspired seat for sure. But yeah, as you can see here, this road is not the smoothest, but yeah, the suspension is pretty stiff on this thing, which is nice. I do really like that, for the fact that, yeah, it definitely handles really well. So here we go. Third gear. Here we go. And then there's fourth right there. So yeah, as you guys can hear, this thing sounds awesome. It runs and drives great. It pulls super smooth. And you know, for being what it is, it's actually not insanely slow or anything like that. You know, since the suspension is stiff, the interior can be a little bit rattly at times, but you know, that's just one of the quirks of your little Mini Cooper here. But yeah, let me come around here. But that exhaust does sound awesome. Yeah, these things are so fun, and yeah, you know, handles on a dime as well, which I know everyone probably says that about these things. And no issues with the synchros. Can downshift great. Downshift perfectly goes into every gear as you want it to. And yeah, that's just about all there is to it. Great little Mini. I love these things, and like I said before, this one is probably my most favorite one that I've had before. Yeah, great little car overall. But yeah, I guess let me turn that off so you guys can hear me a little bit better. With that, I guess if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Yeah, great little Mini. So if you're in the market for one of these, would highly recommend this one. Yeah, I love it. So just feel free to reach out. Look us up on Instagram, Hoogie's Imports, and look us up online, hoogiesimports.com. We do have a few vehicles coming in as well, along with, we have this Mini and another one coming up for sale soon. And little Toyota Caldina over there, as long as with that Mitsubishi Montero, but that's just a local purchase. That one's not an import or anything, but still a good little car. But anyways, back to this Mini. Yep. Yeah, if you're in the market for one of these, just reach out, let us know. We're happy to answer any and all questions, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you all for watching. Bye.